Good night, sports frenzy people. Big up on yourself. Welcome to another episode of Sports Frenzy where I talk about some cricket. We have a very special guest tonight, not as the host, but as a guest, the great man himself, Levon. Big up yourself. Thanks for joining us tonight. You know, Devin have all round on like under him name, but I think you can put that under Levon name as well. I think he's an all rounder, probably more than the rest. You know, follows all sports, and he's very good at what he does. So big up yourself, my boss. Devin, again, thanks for joining us, brother. You have come a long way, and you are knighted by the guru as an all rounder. So you, I understand the cricket a little bit, brother. So I'm a knight you, and welcome, man, and thanks for joining us. So, tonight we want to talk about two things. Obviously, we're gonna talk about the game. I'm not sure how much of us actually stay up and watch the whole game straight, to know everything will happen because I surely didn't. And we're gonna get into the main thing for me tonight, which is the squads that were selected to tour Pakistan. 3 T20s and 3 ODIs. So we're gonna get to that, but we're gonna just run through what happened at the game so far, Sri Lanka versus the West Indies. All right, so in a nutshell, guys, before we get into the specifics as we usually do it, I don't know how much of the game you see, Devin. We make of it so far with what, 1 day to go. West Indies batting to save their life. For me, I think winning is out of it. I don't know where Sri Lanka weapon for start, but so I think we just have to bat 1 day for survive and just I don't know. I don't see us trying to chase that. But what you make of it so far?
Yeah, but it's like in terms of watching it, I've been watching in and out because I don't really have anything to watch it on. It's not on the ESPN app or anything. So what I do, I just go on the Facebook and search for it, and they give some streaming for like 45 minutes, and then it end. I use a different phone.
Yeah.
And then I catch it every now and then. But
Yeah.
winning definitely out of the key, out of it. Winning out of it. I don't know how long. Like you said, I thought they would have put them in like in the late session, give them like about 10 overs, where they're kind of nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And see if they will just throw in a couple of overs at them, and they'll be batting for survival at that point, and then they'll be more nervous. They may like to get a wicket, so they may just play in the hands of the West Indies to save the match.
Save it.
But for the outcome, I don't see us winning. It's either a draw or Sri Lanka winning. That's how I see it. And then I didn't see much of how we bowl yesterday, but like when Permal and them like in the first innings bowling, I saw that, but I didn't see the second innings bowling. I didn't see much of the bowling for the second innings.
Yeah. Fair.
I watched when we bat for a while, and I think again, like we just need the temperament and need to just apply ourselves somewhere. Just need a few months just to bat longer, And I think even when Myers was batting too, I watched when he was batting. I watched from he started batting. Like so many times what they were doing, like he was trying to like. I think he should have like tried to own the strike some more. Because when Perman come on, he's just giving them singles and letting them face it. But I think he should have tried to own the strike some more and try to get a few more runs at that point. I don't know if it would have made a difference in the match, but sometimes just giving them the single easily and leaving them 4 or 5 runs, even though they didn't get out. But like you being the main batter, if it's the case you have more of the strike, that means we're more likely to get runs.
Yep.
Put aside that the other man they may get him out easily or whatever, but you should be able to try to get some more runs. Yeah, so that's how I see it. But like for the outcome, like I said before, I don't see us winning. I see more us losing than winning that game.
Yeah, fair enough. So Levon, with the Sri Lanka leading by 279 right now. Like I said, I think victory is unlikely. I don't know what you make of it. Before like me get into the specifics of stuff, just generally, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
All right, so the first innings, I thought they bowled well in terms of West Indies, especially on that second day when Permal and Warrican actually bowled. I saw more penetrative bowling from them vis-a-vis against the second innings because to me personally, they lacked that in the second innings. And I think the bowling changes in the second innings has been poor from Kraigg Brathwaite.
Yeah.
If you're going to criticize him of one thing, it is change of bowling. And a lot of times, for instance, Warrican, the man other than Warrican and Nisanka and Dananjaya were basically just playing him all out. They were going after him. So I mean, come on, you're a captain now. Supposed to just take the initiative and say, here what? This man is not bowling good right now. Let's
Yep.
just move him, bring in somebody else. But boy, the man just kept on persisting and guess what? 30 from Dananjaya turned to 40. 40 quickly became 100. And then look, game out of control. Because if you're being honest, after that bowling performance in the first innings, and then all they kind of batted in the second innings, you thought that West Indies were in the driving seat.
Yep.
No, they allow Sri Lanka to get away. You can't tell me say I get 3 wickets before the man they basically pass the follow on score.
Mm-hmm.
And not the follow on, I mean the
The
target
lead, the
Get a
lead.
lead. Get a lead.
that you got. And you're telling me that you're going to allow these men to just ramp up 270 odd runs after? That's crazy, man. But the best thing for West Indies to do in this game is try to save it. Because if they try to actually win this, they're going to be beaten and beaten badly. So they should go to the mindset tomorrow of saving it. The man that you call the wall, who is the captain, that man needs to stay there from the get-go until the close of play. If not, it's going to be easy walking the path for Sri Lanka.
All right, boss. So, all right. So I get to that in specific. So, for me, we start at the selection. First of all, there was no Raheem Cornwall. Permal came in, Warrican came in, and Roach came in. Um, I, initially when it happened, obviously you know I'm a big Raheem Cornwall fan. I would never want him to be dropped. I didn't think he deserved to be dropped, especially because he was scoring some runs at the lower order there. But they bring in Permal, and the decision obviously was justified with how he bowled. So it was excellent bowling, like I said, for the first innings, especially because of the start where Sri Lanka got. Sri Lanka, they were 106 for the opening partnership, 106. And then, we eventually we bowled so well that we managed to limit them to 204 all out. Yes, so I thought that it was excellent stuff from Permal and Warrican. I thought when Permal got used to the pitch, he did well. Chris Lynch is saying get them out in the first 30 minutes. We can go after the runs. Or we get there. Yeah. So for me, we didn't start well, yeah, in terms of two opener them piling on a lot of runs, 106 partnership yet again, and they just look good. But in the end, we bowled them out for cheaply. So I thought that we were great there. Then we went to bat, yeah, and I figured it was going to be very hard for us to, even get close to that runs if Kraigg got out early, because like me say, if that man get out early, there's a lot of panic, and it seemed like said nobody don't want to take up the responsibility for that long. The thing is now, a lot of people never expect Blackwood again to come and open, but yet again, a solid opening partnership of 60 between him and the captain, and he made 44. So it's working. And I mean, I don't know what your thoughts on him opening still, if we should continue with it or whatever. But for now, you can't really fault the guys because, like I told you, from the inside, he was prepared to open for the West Indies A team. He got all the necessity, the training, the paper, everything we need to be an opener. They gave it to him, saying that he should prepare to open at some stage in his career. Yeah. Chris Lynch is saying actually won't miss a ball tonight since I think we can do something special based on the pitch seem to be giant. That's where I'll be getting soon, Chris Lynch. Big up yourself. That's a very good point. I'll be getting there. Yeah. So our batting first innings, we made 253 all out, and basically our top order performed. Yeah. So Kraigg got 72, Blackwood got 44, Bonner got 35. Hope, again, I don't even want to call it, but he make a 22. And then, David mentioned Kyle Mears down at the back end, so with him 36 not out. So, usually what happened for West Indies over the past is the top order fail, and then the lower order normally have to save us. Now in reverse, this time around, the top order perform, the lower order don't perform and give it a run. So for me, I don't know what you guys think. I don't think West Indies can get everything right consistently. Something have to go wrong. If a bowl good, we no bat good. If a bat good the first innings, we no bat good. It's just never coming together all at once. And so
And guess what? You know that if they're ball good and they actually bat good, the fielding is off.
Exactly. Oh, here's somebody saying Blackwood has been opening innings for Hanover Parish. Exactly, Junior Cup. So obviously, like I said, when I got the intel, it was from the West Indies A. They said that they were preparing him. So obviously he was doing it before. So it's been working, and I don't know if we should stop it. So I don't know if you guys think that Blackwood should keep opening. What are your thoughts? For now,
Well,
at least.
like, I don't see the other guy yet. I'd want to see him first. But the guy who got
Solazano?
yeah. I don't see him in the test arena, so I'd like to see him first to see it. Because he's a specialist, so
Yeah.
if they pick him, I guess they may think he has some qualities. So I want to see him first before I would say Black would be the permanent owner.
Yeah. Fear, live on waiting.
Alright. It's a tricky situation because number one, when you're playing in test and you're going to play Shea Hope, basically you're playing with 10 man already. Right? So that's a problem. Now, if you're going to get in a next batsman, then yes, it could work. But if you're continuing to persist with Shea Hope, I don't know, boy. It's tricky because Salazar has just basically played the one test, never got to actually bat throughout. So no leader to think that, hey, what might have happened had he gotten the opportunity? No, since as what took place, you have to give him a chance again because that wasn't a fault of his. So you have to give him a chance to let him prove himself.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that, what if Black will continue to perform? What are you now going to do?
Headache.
But this is an headache that West Indies hasn't had in ages. So it would be a good headache to have.
Yeah.
Continue persist with him as it stands though.
Yeah, that's a good point. And the thing is, you can't, like you say, you can't drop him when we go. Oh, I think we have England soon. You can't drop him because he has done nothing wrong, and that's going to be
Pakistan.
The Test series. I think we have England in Test series. We have Pakistan in the white ball cricket. But I think our next Test series, I think, are England. If we're not sure, somebody can tell me in the comments. But that's going to be very tough conditions for him to make him official debut at bat. You know what I mean? So it'll be rough. But yeah, the fact that he bats at 3 for Jamaica, he must be able to open. But Hope must open or get out of the team. I would go with the latter, boss. Listen, everybody know my feelings and Hope. I don't think he should be playing any more red ball cricket. But the fact that he made some runs in the best of the rest, the 101 not out and the 70 not out, I said, all right, you know what? Give him chance. He makes some runs, he deserve him chance. And he made it batting at number 4. And that's the position he said he wants to bat. That's where he feels he's best at. I don't want to put him to open because he might go struggle even more. Right? So he make 22, but him just look like scratchy, like him foot movements not right. Like me not understand. So he probably just needs some time off her back. But somebody I think that we need to talk about is Rastan Chase and his batting, brother. Like, I don't know. Since Jamaica, when him take the 5 wicket and make the 100, I can't see that. I remember, I think he make a 70 against South Africa. I don't remember. But we need to look at Chase and his batting. Like, is he playing as a spinner or what's Chase role in this team, David?
That's what I'm saying. His button has fallen off, and I think that's the only thing that's saving him, because his part-time spinning option. And then I was thinking about it, like what happens when we go to like places where it's not conducive to spin. It will be more of a liability in the team You get what I'm saying? Because it's not so bad now because like in these Asian countries where it's very conducive to spin, so he's showing up. He's in the wickets. But like we go to England and go down to Australia, like where spin is not that the pitches are not like spinner friendly or spin friendly. Like it's gonna be a problem. But no, but regardless, this is my thing though. Regardless of him taking wickets on those pitches, his primary purpose in the team is for batting. So if he's not performing, we have to start look at that. So can't say because he's taking some 5 wickets. That's not his purpose.
I mean, it's rough. You drop somebody who's taking 5 wickets still in a bat, even if your primary role of a bat. You know what I mean? Because look, Raheem Khan there make more runs than taking wickets, and
But I must start look at him. He must start come on the microscope. Can't just have him near and we'll get a wicket. But like, what I'm gonna play elsewhere?
Yeah. Oh, Michelle, I'm going to get to that question a little later when we go to the third innings. So, Levon, what do you think about Chase being in the team? Let me just read this first. Blackwood makes runs down the order. It depends on the nature of the game. He scores fast. It's risky, but when he is in good touch, it works. West Indies need another generational talent. Example, Lara. Yeah, I think Blackwood won't score fast regardless of where, but still, it's just in his nature. I mean, he did face 99 deliveries when he was batting, so that's really good on his part. 99 deliveries for his 44 shows maturity. So yeah, well done to Blackwood. But yeah, Chase Levon.
You know what's weird? The man batting in test has gone down while his white ball batting has improved. That's the irony of the situation. So I needed to think that even in white ball cricket, the man basically play like a test cricketer in white ball cricket. T20, the man played that starter innings. So why is it that he can't tend to bring it over back to the test arena? And as you pointed out, just since that last 100, and he made probably a 70 somewhere within there.
Yeah.
Chase has been awful in the middle, man. Awful. And as I said, he needs to come under the microscope now.
Yeah, man.
I'll be taking a 5 wicket here and there, but come on, man. It'll be a case like it's just a case like Jason O'Liner. Personally, for me, this man should have basically put down bowling long time ago and focus on his back.
I don't agree. I don't agree. But like you say, because the thing is, you need solid players. Like normally when you play cricket, your best batsman bat a 4. Right now we have Hope batting at 4, he's struggling. But then you have Chase coming, he must struggle too. And then Myers are gonna come. And it just exposed the lower order, and that's why most of the times they have to come in and I try to save it, because Chase and Hope not really do it. Cut to the chase. Hope seem to be rubbing off on Chase. Boss, listen.
My question to you, Mr. House. Would you actually try Hetmeyer or Pooran in the test arena over one of them?
I mean, I would say try Hetmeyer. Hetmeyer has been in test arena.
Yeah, he has been there before, but remember that they dropped him for whatever reason.
Yeah, so all right. So here's the thing. I've watched what I call it, a personal interview with Shimran, and right now, brother, Shimran isn't really doing the testing. He want to play him T20. He want to make him money and something. He said that listen, I love test cricket and all of that, but right now my headspace isn't there. I'm working on my game and all of this nonsense. But he wants to focus on, I think at the time when he did the interview, he was going to play the IPL. So just before the IPL start, he's focusing on his IPL. But I would have Hetmeyer in the team. I think he's a great batsman. I think that he scores at will when he's on form. And he's not bogged down. Even though he plays test cricket, he's not bogged down. And I like that player in the team. And brother, you cannot do any worse than Chase and Hope right now. That's just my thing.
Right.
As but for Pooran,
why I brought up Pooran now, Zane?
Yeah.
Remember that we basically say Joshua Da Silva is one of the better batsmen in the team in terms of technique and all of that,
Yeah.
So we're talking about a number 4 slot.
Mm-hmm.
You could possibly push Joshua Da Silva as the number 4 and have Pooran come in to be that keeper in the team. So that would remove the burden of keeping from Da Silva. Yeah, you'd actually want Pooran to improve on his keeping, because sometimes Pooran is cheap as well. But if you're looking to build that team and you want the best batsman at number 4, Joshua Da Silva will fill that gap. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, so for me, I need to see. I think eventually Puran will get there in the test team, but him just not play enough red ball cricket, and it's very easy to want to see somebody because they play good in the other format, but then when them come, I remember when he was in New Zealand the other day, he was playing against the reserve team. He never pull up no trees, like him struggle against the red ball too because he's not used to it. So I don't want to see him play probably even a season. I mean, I don't know if we're having first class cricket through Corona or whatever. But even for come play a season, a red ball cricket, and just average say 30, average 30, and then we can say, all right, you know what, come, But I think he has the technique to play. I just think he needs some more experience playing red ball cricket. That's just my thing. And like I said, you can't be any worse than Hope and Chase right now batting. So he will probably give away a quick fire 40 and get out. And we would have say, we want longer innings, we want more mature innings. You know what I mean? But
But
hey,
here what though, as a wicket keeper doing, that we can take that though. Take a quick fire 40 from a wicket keeper and move on, man.
yeah, not another Brittle West Indies batting their bar. So we need people who will stand up and bat. But yeah, so go just get back to the game. Big up to Mendes. He got a 6 for in that game. I don't think he's bowling any magic, but the guys
Right.
the guys don't seem to be able to pick him. So big up to him. He got 6 wickets. Big up to Permal. He got his 5 for as well. And well done to him for his hard work paying off. He probably felt, and injustice against him for not being picked in teams prior. You know what I mean? Because he's been taking wickets. He's been the leading wicket taker in regional cricket for years, back a years. So I think he deserved this call and
You know
he
what's
did.
funny though?
Mhm.
You remember that it's the night before we're on the show beating him that wipe the team over Carnival and then man
Yeah,
just shut up the following day.
yeah. All right. And so now we get the lead and we say, all right, boom, we have a lead for the first time in a long while. And then bap, bap, bap. No, 2 wickets. We got 2 runouts.
Run out,
Needless
right?
runouts.
Mm.
Needless runouts in a test match. Like when Nisanka there, him run out him captain and him run out Fernando. Right? And me like renewed hope. Man, him there what? 640 for 2, blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, we actually can win this game. I remember there was a drop catch of Nisanka. I mean, people are beating the silver for that. I don't think him could have catch it. It was an edge, yes, but I don't think he could have caught the ball. He just looking for him thumb, fly off, and he was on 6 at the time. Now he's on 153. This the silver, brother. And his people beat the silver for dropping the silver. And it's like, him can't get a break. But I don't think he could have caught it. One man, well, 2 men basically batting us out of the game. Nisanka made 66 and De Silva 153. Well, we can say the guy Emil Dina, he made 25 the man there of 110 deliveries. Like it's just mind-boggling. And sometimes I wonder about Kraigg. Everybody knows that Kraigg I'm a player. But it got to the point again that I mentioned to you guys on the stream the other day. When things are not happening for the West Indies, we just seem for wait for things happen. Like everybody just sit back and just wait for something to happen instead of trying to make things happen. So when we see Kraigg take the ball, I mean, I know he got a wicket. And the man come and throw up some loopy lollipop ball into. I mean, like, what are you guys do? Like, literally, I try to buy a wicket. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you guys think of the third innings with Sri Lanka of batting or bowling performance. Devin, where feel? Oh, you say you never really see.
Never watch much of it.
So, Levon, if you see any of
it, here's the thing with West Indies, and it's something that we have come to realize over the years. Yes, whenever West Indies are a team on the ropes, they always find a way to let them off.
Yes.
And people always talk about it, that having that killer instinct to kill off teams when we have them down. And if you look at it, across world cricket, even across all formats, West Indies can see the most runs from tailenders. There's no way should have these men batting that. Look at them ball then.
110 ball.
And it leads back to team selection in a sense too, because I just thought that Jaden Seals with his raw pace would have made a difference in this game. I just have that feeling. Yes, people might say Lockmal hasn't done much and all of that, but I think with penetrative bowling, we could do better. But boy, the captaincy as I keep on saying, I don't know if it's Pollard rubbing off on Brathwaite in the test arena because Brathwaite started off good enough, but his decisions has been poor since then. And I repeat again, we just let Sri Lanka half and no Sri Lanka is either going to win or this match is going to draw. West Indies lose the series.
Yeah, all right. Oh, just bring up the comment there for me about Brathwaite is the West Indies best batsman. I just want people to realize. And then I'm going to get to Michelle's question. So I didn't plan to do this. I mean, lies. I did plan to do this. So I just want to take a moment to appreciate Kraigg Brathwaite. So far, he has been the man to bat the most deliveries from either team runs we make. And Kraigg Brathwaite has been so undervalued for West Indies cricket. So I just want to just present a little bit of stats for you guys about Kraigg Brathwaite. Yeah. So since his first Test 100, Kraigg Brathwaite is the only West Indian opener to score a Test century since team first 100. The only Test opener, and there has been nine openers since then, and Kraigg is the only Test opener to get 100. Right? He's also has the top 12 scores by a West Indies opener, and during that time, you have Devon Smith, Darren Bravo open for one innings, Powell, Leon Johnson, I don't know if you remember him, Shea Hope, Chandrika, and John Campbell. And he is the only man to get a Test century. Yeah? During that 7-year period. The man stands alone. Now, in the West Indies context, our highest ever opener averaged 46. And Kraigg right now, you know why I'm average. So people act like say the man is this, you know. It's just very undervalued for me. Zine?
But Demo, you know that right, I am one that criticizes him, right? You know where my criticism come from for Kraigg Brathwaite? There's no way boss I can get someone starts and not carry on. That is my issue with him. It's when I constantly get if you want to be up there with the best in the world, you need to carry on. And a lot of times you see Kraigg Brathwaite get the start, and then for some reason, mind lapse, boom, out.
Yeah,
and
well,
initially at first, you know, remember that he normally fidget outside his half stump. He kind of covered it somewhat better as his career tend to progress a little bit older. But it seems like he's back into that fold whenever he reach a particular stage in his innings. He just seems to fidget all around. So that is my issue with him. His consistency is a lot to let a lot to be desired, and that's my problem with him.
Yeah, but in the West Indies context, boss, the man is one of the most consistent. And like you say, he gets a lot of starts that shows him 20 half centuries, 21 half centuries, and the man have 9 centuries. Like he's the 16th West Indian to reach up over 4,000 Test runs. You know how much people play for West Indies, boss? And he's the 16th, number 16 on the list to pass over 4,000 runs. So please, when you stop underestimate and undervalue Kraigg Brathwaite, because listen to me, without that man, we will be struggling. Zine? So I just want to take the minute that was a Kraigg Brathwaite appreciation rant, and then I'm going to get to the question now. To you guys. So do you guys believe that we can chase 279 on our last day? No. Lynch made a point earlier, which I was going to make as well. I don't think the pitch was turning a lot, doing a lot. And yesterday, well, last night when I was watching, it turned a bit, and 1 and 2 ball turn, but I thought the pitch was flattening out. Yeah, and it looked better for batting. If Emuldina can face 110 ball, brother, against a Permal who just get 5 wickets, I think that the pitch is decent for batting. Now, with Blackwood opening, with Brathwaite, obviously the man just tell Brathwaite, you have to bat through. Paint, you have to bat through. And everybody bat around you. And with Blackwood opening that innings, we know he's aggressive. If we get a good start, Myers at the back end, obviously hold on them, man. Do you think we can chase 270? I mean, they're not declare it, right?
No.
They're still batting. So I don't know if they're looking to post 300. But whatever score they make, do you think we can chase it?
I don't even think we can come close. Much less win. I don't even think we can come close. Much less win. Because guess what? You know, Levan made a point that once Hope is in the side, it's like a 10-man who batting it. But right now, we have Hope and Chase in the side, so it's like it's 9-man who batting it. I mean, and if you take out the tail end of them, look at it seriously. Take out the tail end of them. Permal and Permal, Warwick and
Roach.
And Roach. All right, 3 + 2, that's 5. So I really 6-man we're looking for to give us this runs, because you know Chase and Hope not gonna make that. You know, Blackwood will make some runs. You know, the captain will just stay there. You know, Myers will come and give us also some quick runs. All of that in a great shape, you know. But like if down at the end now and if he need some runs, he can go after it and it can work for him.
Yeah.
So we don't really have a good 4 good batsmen to say, all right, we show them when I can give us some runs. You know?
So you say no hope.
It's like even though Kraigg is doing this thing, it's like so much pressure is on him. He's a captain and he's thinking, if I get out, it's in his mind too. If I get out,
it is.
You know what I mean? Bana can bat for a long time. You know? So Bana is the next one. I will say, you know, Bana will bat for a long.
Yeah.
That's still coming to some form. But to be honest, to go straight to the question that you asked, I don't even think we can come close.
Wow. All right.
Question before I answer, Demo.
Yeah.
In regards to the World Test Championship, how much points do you get for a draw?
I think at 2 points. I think so.
Wow.
I have to go back and check, but I think at 2.
Yeah, because I'm here calculating something in my head. Whether they should play for the draw or just go for the win. Because you know that you wouldn't want Sri Lanka to get maximum points from both tests.
Yeah, hold on. Somebody in the comments just tell me how much they get for the Test Championships right now. Because I can't pull up that right now. But I think it's 2. But
yeah,
most of them there do the percentage thing, so I'm not sure it work.
But as I was saying, depending on how much I get for a draw, I would suggest them go for the draw. And as you guys pointed out, Brathwaite can bat for long, Bana can do the same. We know say Blackwood is going to come out there, hit some runs and then get out. That's his thing. No, can they do it? I think it's possible. All right, so here's Shem Jacko saying that it's
draw is 4, yeah.
So 4 in this grand
yeah, but see Anthony say a percentage. Yeah, that me think of some percentage. We have to go check it out, but I think it's the percentage thing for you.
Okay.
But go ahead.
All right, a draw wouldn't be bad in the grand scheme of things, but can they get it? Yes. What will be required? Hope have to make some runs. Chase have to make some runs.
Yes.
You're required to get runs from those. If you don't make any sense whatsoever. You go after the total. Because Myers just as well now. Myers is going to come down and do like Blackwood, you know. They're going to hit some runs and get out.
Yeah.
So you're going to need guys that can steady the ship, and Hope is one that we're hoping that can do that. Yeah. Chase is one we hope that can help to chase the runs, which seems improbable right now.
Yeah.
So can they do it? Yes, they can. Will they? That's a big question, because what West Indies batsman lack is concentration.
Yep.
As I said, this guy not spinning the ball, and what's the next guy name, man? Javi Krama. He's not doing anything with the ball either, but West Indies lack focus. And the same guy that batted 110 deliveries already, he's going to come in the second innings and do his little thing, you know. Yeah. And he's going to get some wicket this time around. So, to be honest, if West Indies go after the runs, they're going to lose. Play for the draw, it will end in a draw.
Wow. All right. For me, I'm always optimistic. I've seen us pull off miracles before, most recently against Bangladesh, where all seems lost. So I'm going to remain optimistic. If Sri Lanka comes out this morning and just put on probably 12 more runs, 22 more runs, whatever they
need. Be 300.
Yeah, once them give 300, yeah, I'm going to say it's chaseable. Like I say, I saw the pitch. I'm going to see that little man who cannot hold him back. Listen, it's when the man reach when the man faced 60 deliveries, I heard the commentators saying that's the most deliveries he's ever faced in his whole career. Right. I mean, like this little man come out and so the pitch was not doing a lot. I believe that the guys can get it. And like you said, the guys them not really, turn all of them the ball them and stuff like that. So we just need to focus, and I think we can chase the run. So I'm going for a West Indies win, guys. Initially when we just started the series, I said that it was going to be one rained out and we win one. You know what I mean? And then it didn't rain out and we lose. So I want this win for the West Indies. So I'm going to go with a win. That comment by Emerald on a day 4 wicket with Sri Lankan spinning attack. It's in favor of Sri Lanka. Batting for a draw doesn't work all the time, but I guess they need 5 Shandapal. Boss, like I said, if you guys are watching it, the pitch looks like it's drying out, man. So I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good in terms of the turning.
Today, day 5.
Yeah, man, I lost the last. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So no hope, says Devin.
No, sir.
Levon slightly more on the fence. If they bat for the draw, they'll get it. If they try to win, they'll lose it. And I'm going for a West Indies win. All right. The other thing that we want to talk about, we'll jump in real quick. I asked the guest / producer right now to bring up the ODI team first. And I won't be able to see, but if you can if you can make it bigger, the ODI team the ODI team to face Pakistan. I want us to just look at, and if you can see my name right there, so it's a confused guru, because I believe that these selectors just show some names in a hat and just pick out who for play T20 and who for play ODI. So the squad for the ODI reads: our captain, the main man, Kieran Pollard; Shea Hope, the vice captain, Darren Bravo; Shamar Brooks, Rustin Chase, Justin Greaves, Akil Hussein, Alzari Joseph, Gudakesh Moti, big call up for him, Anderson Phillip, Nicholas Puran, Raymond Reefer, Mario Shepard, Odin Smith, and Hayden Walsh Jr. Now, before we get into the T20 squad, we just want to break down the ODI squad first, right? So you can take it off for now, Levon. You can take it off for now. Well, we'll just break it down. So obviously, if you look, notable absentees, we have no Jason Mohammed. Obviously, he was there before, he's gone. No Evan Lewis, no Shimran Hepmeyer, no Jason Holder. All of them are out. Some of them are personal reasons. Here say Hepmeyer woman pregnant. So he's out for that. They said that they're resting Jason Holder because obviously he plays all the formats. He needs the rest because we have a big things coming ahead. So they're resting him. And Lewis says personal reasons, and obviously they just dropped Mohammed. so when you look on that squad, the first question you ask, who is going to open with Shea Hope now that Evan Lewis isn't there? Yeah. When you look at it, for me, Justin Greaves, he opened with the emerging players during that time, and he was really good. I think he was beaten for Barbados the other day. But at international level, is he the man? You can bring up the squad, and then he can make you and Devin look. But for me, I think Justin Greaves will be the man. He obviously never used to open. He was a bowler before, but in the middle order, recently he started to open. So a lot of the young guys coming into the squad, obviously, and getting the chance to prove themselves, especially with players pulling out. But from the squad level, who you see there for open with Shea Hope?
I like the call of Justin Greaves in terms of the open, but for some reason, I believe they're going to go Shamar Brooks. I don't know why, but I just get that feeling. Yeah, but I remember that he opens in regional cricket, he does. So looking at it from that standpoint, I think he might get the hedge, knowing that he has already represented West Indies So I'm looking at it from that standpoint and think that he might be the one to open with Shea Hope. From that standpoint,
Yeah, but the thing is, there's no Hetmeyer. So I think Hetmeyer, well, Brooks would have been the cover for Hetmeyer in terms of that middle order stability. But you have Brooks home, all right, that's fair. From the squad, Devin, who you think can open with
All right, so with Hope, well, I have not seen much of Greaves to know what he's about, you know. But like, you know, to be honest with you, I'll go with Pooran to open.
Pooran?
Yes, yes.
Devin, here's the thing with Pooran though.
No,
You can't move a man from where it's actually performing.
Well, look, who else is there? What is based on the squad, you know? Who else is there?
Yeah, they have Justin Greaves.
I don't think Brooks should be in the squad, to be honest.
Yeah, but like I say, players pulled out. So no Lewis, no, and whatever for personal reasons. So this is a squad that they called. Darren Bravo, you know, Brooks, Chase, all of these guys. But the only opener there is Justin Greaves to me, and so I'd call Justin Greaves as
honestly, he's just one bag of trash players, to be honest with you. So like anybody
trash players.
Yeah, like all right, who in there you think, because Darren Bravo, I think Darren Bravo has seen his best days. Understand?
Yeah, so all right, just before you leave the Darren Bravo thing, I think obviously Darren Bravo was he was a reserve at the World Cup. He has a white ball contract, and he made a century against Sri Lanka in the Sri Lanka series the other day. He made a century. He didn't make much else, but he made a century, and I think that's what keeps him in the team. So it's not like say him not have no little drop of water to be in the squad. He has a century behind him.
I don't even think Greaves has make like 1,000 first class runs.
I don't know what his numbers are in first class cricket, but when he played with the emerging players, he played really well, and they won that competition. Him and Da Silva, I remember those two were standouts.
Yeah, I remember when they played for that.
Yeah, and he was decent for Barbados as well. So for me, he's the one that I call to open. So generally, the squad in itself it's a fresh squad. Everybody ball about. Everybody cry about the old guys, get rid of them, no Ravi Rampal, blah, blah, blah. So everybody cry when they get to know it, here are the young guys. No, here are the guys who are the future. Now we need to pick a lineup. Yeah? So no Lewis, tell me who open. For me is Greaves, for Levon is Brooks, give away a name, boss. And welcome Stephen to the show as well. So give away a name, Devin, so we can move on.
I go with my best player. I go with my two best. I go with my best player. I go with the best player. I believe in the best player. Yes. Yes.
Oh. All right. And Stephen, who you have to open with Shea Hope as we're looking at the ODI team?
You're muted. Getting a feedback.
Yeah, we can't hear Stephen. All right, yeah. So may I hear a feedback?
Yeah, I'm getting a feedback.
Yeah, it gone now. All right, so when Stephen comes back, here he is.
You hear me clearly now?
Perfect.
Better than now.
It would have to be Shamar Brooks, having had experience at the test level. I just want somebody to give me a solid 50-run partnership at a strike rate of about between 90 and 100. And I saw him playing for the Jamaica Tallawahs in the T20 format, and he didn't look too bad.
Yeah.
Held the team together. Justin Greaves has been around for a while. Not particularly one of my favorites. I think he's much a very ordinary batsman because he's facing ordinary bowlers. But at the top, having experience, Shamar Brooks has to be the man. I wouldn't give Nicholas Pooran, like I heard Devin saying, the opportunity to open. The reason is if it was Nicholas Pooran 3 years ago, sure. He's just not seeing the ball. And in Pakistan, people like to talk about spinning and all of that. But Hassan Ali and so on, they're going to be swinging the ball both ways. And you want somebody to be able to negotiate that and to be in the mood. So I want somebody to kind of steady the innings and let him come and try and find his way in the middle. Who do want to put him up there? He's not in that form right now.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. I can see that. I mean, like I said, I think that Hetmyer is out, so they will keep Brooks in that middle order for coming for Hetmyer, and they'll use Greaves at the top. But we'll see how that goes. But two names in this list, which really confusing me. Remember, this is the ODI team, and we're going to get into the T20 team in a minute. But people are going to be upset. But for me, I don't know why them have they have him name
Reefer
Odi Smith. I don't know what Odi Smith has done in ODI cricket or 50 over cricket to be in this team. Personally, like I don't know what him do. The man played the Super 50 the other day. I don't know if this man can bowl 10 overs. Yeah. And if you're looking at that bowling lineup, I don't see any senior men to lead that bowling lineup. So we're gonna pick out the bowlers in a sec, right? So in the I went to look at his numbers, you know, because I know a lot of people are calling for Odi Smith and Shepherd, but everybody are called for them for the T20 because obviously we don't watch the CPL and see what they do. But for 50 over cricket, the man play 4 matches, Zine, and bowl 22 overs. So you can divide that and tell how much overs that in bowl during the 4 matches. Yeah? 3 wickets at an average of 45. Now, I don't know if you're playing him as a batting all-rounder and he's in this team to play the Andre Russell role. So he might bowl like a big parts and then come lick with some ball at the end. I don't know if that's what they're doing, but nobody came out and gave us reasons. There's no reasons statistically in 50 over cricket to have Odi Smith in this team. Yeah, I don't know why he's there. So I don't know if you guys can help me with him and Shepherd's selection. Obviously, Shepherd has played for West Indies before, and then probably just a calling back save. But somebody help me with the Odi Smith selection. Levan.
Right. So I'm looking at this 15-man squad, right? And as far as I see, there's only one genuine out-and-out pace bowler in the team. And that is relatively unknown Anderson Phillip.
Exactly.
Alzar Joseph, a bowler who can bat. Romario Shepherd, a bowler again who can bat. Odi Smith, the same. So if you look at it, it seems that they have some big part players trying to fill some role.
Yep.
No.
And this is, remember guys, this is the ODI team. This is not the T20 team. This is the ODI team to play. Shaheen, Afridi and them, man. So anyway, go ahead, Levan.
People mentioning Raymond Rifa. Oh, boy. Raymond Rifa, waste of time. But boy, there is catchy situation because number one, we have seen Odi Smith bowl in the shorter format, and that's where we have seen him look good.
Yep.
Can his body hold up for 10 overs?
He can't.
Question. Romario Shepherd as well. Can he actually bowl 10 consistent over in a 50 over game? Question sign there again. Because you're going to have these bowlers, and most of them are going to concede over probably 6.5, 7 per over. And you don't want that in our ODI side because if every bowler is going for that, next team is going to end up making over 350, and it's improbable nowadays to chase that in somewhat. But oh boy, I can't see Odi Smith with this team. I can't see it.
Good. All right, so may I make the other two? May I make on the talk, Zine? But just as we mentioned, the lineup was Levan said, the bowling attack, and I see Anthony saying that we might use 3 spinners because Moti is in the team, Hussein and Chase, right? That must be the plan because I don't know.
Remember that Akil Hussein is there too, you know?
Yeah, I know. That's why I say Hussein, Moti,
and Walsh Jr.
And Walsh.
Yeah. Yeah, but in terms of the seaming options, yeah, these guys, they don't put Dominic Drakes and them don't put Sheldon Cottrell. But when we get to the T20 squad, you're going to see Sheldon Cottrell and you're going to see Dominic Drakes. Now, if we're building a team for the future and you need a senior bowler, why is it Sheldon Cottrell cannot make this ODI team? And that's why I said at the start, I think them just show some names in a hat, pick it out, or you play ODI, you play T20. That's how them do it. I don't see, and that's why I wanted to do this in terms of breaking down the squad. Because when the squad just came out, you know, like, I never make no big deal of it. But you see when time I start go through and observe the names from the two teams, I'm like, no, sir, we'll have to break down this squad in its depth. Yeah? So no Sheldon Cottrell.
Can I chime in quickly before I jump in and Stephen? Yeah, all right, so how does it make sense that you're going to select a 15-man squad for ODI and a 15-man squad for T20? In the ODI team, you have absolutely no left arm bowler in terms of pace. While in the T20 team, you have both of them. How does that make sense?
But like we say, it a bit no sense. But yeah, Stephen, go ahead and tell me what you feel about the seam attack. As like Anthony said, we might use 3 spinners, but what you feel about it?
All right. I was looking at the Pakistan squad, and we cannot go to Pakistan with bits and pieces cricketers, bowl a little bit and you bat a little bit and you can give some overs here and there. Fakhar Zaman and Mohammad Rizwan are too good. Those regular batsmen, they are too good. They're gonna pick gaps. They're gonna hit the ball over the boundary when they have to. And so I think we're lacking. The only out and out pace bowler I can see right here would be Anderson Phillip, and he's very inexperienced. Sometimes after he gets a bit of tap, he tends to go short.
Yep.
And pace, going short with pace, it doesn't frighten anybody anymore. The batsmen are next level. So when I look at it, I am worried. And there's this myth that we have that West Indies are the best power hitters and that's our strength. And there's a debate going on about singles and
nobody bring that on the big show, boss. Please.
No, in between the ball, but we're not even big hitting properly.
Yeah. Let's leave that.
And so Pakistan has batsmen that will clear the boundary. If you look at Shepherd in the last couple ODIs, he has been going for some 60th and 70th off his 10.
And he make him century too one time. He made 100, you know. You forget he went for 100 in a ODI. Listen, that's why he was dropped. And people they were calling for him in the T20 and stuff. I'm like, boss, just the other day Shepherd make him century bowling, you know, brother.
Yeah, so he's young. Yeah. He's young. He's learning. Odi is learning. I might give you 4 good overs, but that's not going to cut it in Pakistan against class batsmen. I think we're going to struggle. Almost every match we're going to probably concede 280 to 300.
Yeah.
As I see. We have no real hope here.
Yeah. And David, what do you think about the bowling attack?
So the thing with the bowling, like I was calling for Odi and Smith, like be in the 20 overs. Yeah. But like when John Campbell came on and he was explaining the fitness thing, and you know, you went through the fitness thing, and I was saying, wait, at that young age, the man couldn't pass that, right? Right, and then now we're assuming that he passed it. That's why he's in the squad.
Yeah.
But I have some reservation about that because I'm thinking, all right, he just passed it the other day. I don't think he's fully fit to last like 10 overs. You know? And then he bowls at he was bowling at like some 150s, you know, in the tournament there. So I don't know if he can bowl that fast, that consistently and with accuracy for like 10 overs, because the ODI is different from the T20 version, you know?
Exactly.
So
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I was really missing Cottrell in terms of the bowling. And like I know definitely I would like to see Multi play, because he was one of my favorite players since he's one of my favorite players since recently, because he's been getting wickets, and I was looking at his stats.
Yep.
Like 20 had something over 100 wickets he has already.
Definitely made this game.
He hasn't played like 30 games yet.
Yeah.
He has over 100 wickets. So I'm saying, you know, that's one of the best. That's one of the best selection I've seen so far.
Exactly.
You know, And then with Alzar, you know, sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get from Alzar. I don't know if he's do it like, okay, I'm gonna be an out and out. I think he needs to find his role to see in terms of his bowling. Because we know he can do something with the bat. Am I gonna be an out and out fast bowler? Or am I gonna be that guy with the line and length as he come to the ODI and try to contain? So sometimes it seems like him coming and he pitch shot and you know, and then the next time he try to pitch up the ball and he's not bowling consistently. So you know, okay, all right, I'm gonna stay with the line and length. Try to see, okay, if I can tie down these batsmen. Then the next year, oh, trying to pitch short like him tried, and him have that pace to like have a trouble batsman with short ball consistent. I just like Steven said, I'm not afraid I don't put short ball again.
Yeah. Levan, just put up Anthony 11 there. We'll get to it in a second. Just leave it on the screen.
So, I don't like that bowler with some pace to give us some consistent, you know?
Yeah.
Pace. I don't
especially because he takes wicket with a new ball. Oh, right. Yeah. But
I'm missing a left hander there. I'm missing Cottrell. Cottrell should have been here and he has the experience. And when Cottrell play, at least a 1 wicket he's giving us early.
Yep.
You know, if you notice right like at the beginning, he always like at least give us a 1 or 2 wicket. So right opening the bowling.
So here's the thing. Stevie, I will go after this. Here's the thing, though, Devin. You say you missed the left hander, but the man they might get reefer the ball.
Oh my gosh, man. I don't want to reefer. I don't know why reefer. Reefer is another
the man they might say, listen, for the experience, reefer, you'll be your left arm seam option. You know, you had a decent season, you'll do the job for us. So you never can tell. Stephen, go ahead before we get to that.
I think one thing that we missed with Odi Smith, though, you know, though he might not be able to bowl 10, if we can get him for 2 or 3 up front, because I've watched him for Guyana and I'm watching him in the T10. Of course, they're going to get a bit of tap in T10, man swinging out them back and all of that. But he tends to get the ball to move early, you know. I don't know if anybody else recognizes it. And Jason Holder is normally used in the under the Pollard era to bowl up front. Him and Sheldon, right? Alzara will come in.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we could give Odi the first 2 or 3 overs and share the new ball with Alzari and tell him to just bowl with raw pace, bowl to a line, bowl to a field. I hope Pollard actually brings his brain with him this time. Set the field, you know, set the field, set a couple slips, bowl that back of a length. Because as much as these batsmen are very, very good, if you have Alzari has that ball and Odin has that ball that skids off, it doesn't matter how good you are. It could be Brian Lara. The chances are you might push off the ball into the air or you might nick off. So I think probably that could work. And then save him for the back end. Since he's bowling to a lot of swipers now, when the swiping starts now, you give him a 3 at the back end. Probably could do that.
Why this man call the man in batting swiping? The man are actually batting good. What are you talking about?
Fear. Guys, remember, so we have to get to the T20 squad, but more and talk about something fair bit. Better get to the Alzari stuff because I see a couple people in the comments them disagree with Devin. I also disagree, but may I get to it when we get to the T20 squad because I thought that he should have been in that. But Anthony's 11. Now he's going for Hope and Brooks opening, Bravo and Chase 3 and 4, Huran at 5, Pollard 6, Shepherd 7, playing that Andre Russell role, Joseph 8, Hussein 9, Moti 10, and this is Philip 11. So no space for Justin Greaves, no space for Odi Smith. Interesting. All right. Interesting stuff. But yeah, you can take it off now, Levan. So Devin mentioned the fitness testing, and this is the last time I go bring this up again. Because the more I talk to people about it, I'm not going to call people's name. Obviously, JC was here and he told us what it was about. Right? Everybody who watched that remember that. But I spoke to another cricketer about it. Somebody who didn't make the cut. Yeah. And you know, he basically said that somebody is lying because no go so. You know what I mean? So news came out that Kenar Lewis failed a fitness test, Hemraj failed a fitness test, and Rutherford again failing a fitness test. And boss, listen, this was before he got hurt playing in the T10. Yeah. So the fitness testing, you have a 6-month period, 5 to 6 month period between January to July, right? To do the test and prove your fitness. So whatever franchise you're with, you do it there and you send it off to the CWI to see if you make it through. And every time him do the thing, Jimmy Adams said in the press release the other day, they did not meet the fitness requirements to make the squad. And brother, for me, after hearing what JC say you have to do in terms of getting to the cones at a certain time and all of this stuff, if you are a professional cricketer, brother, and we do this, people call it bleep test or yo-yo test. We do this in a PE, a school. We don't know if we don't do this, but we do this. You do that all the time. And you cannot be a professional cricketer, brother. And you can't pass a bleep test when you have a 6-month period to do the thing. For me, it's ridiculous and people need to stop blaming the CWI and the fitness test standard because every team have it. So no Australian are going to fail a fitness test because them think professional and them get the thing done if they want to make the team. So people need to stop blaming the fitness test for these players, especially the young ones, not passing it when them need to look on themselves and say, listen, we need to stop with this. Kennar Lewis, like the man are one of the biggest wicket keepers you can ever see. Me never expect him to pass a fitness test, brother. Him don't look like him can do no bleep test. You know what I mean? So I think we need to start blaming the players, and for me it really ridiculous how them treat them body as professional cricketers, and they need to do better as cricketers. Chris is asking why is there a different fitness level for different players. I mean, how it makes sense. It clearly people have medical issues them have to deal with. So if you have medical exemptions, you have a medical exemptions and your test is different. I mean, how it makes sense. You don't expect a Chris Gayle at 37 with back problems and heart problems to do the same thing with Rutherford to do. That makes no sense. So the people them have exemptions, which I think is very fair, and you do what you have to do. So that's what we need to look into. And what you want to say that. Tell me last thing about the fitness test. Start looking at the players, them have time, and they need for start it out. How we don't hear no other professional team, no Australia, England, and all of these guys feeling no fitness test. Only us. All right. So Levon, just bring up the T20 squad for we as we look for wrap up with just going through this another madness in my eyes. These guys just pick names out of hats and say them are go play a T20 cricket. But I'm very happy for Moti. I think he was very deserving of his call up. And here we go for the T20 squad. And I'm just gonna run through my grosses with this squad.
Oh my gosh.
So the T20 squad is as red. Again, Kieran Pollard is our captain. Nicholas Puran is our vice captain in T20 cricket. Darren Bravo makes this team. Like I said, he has a white ball contract. Ruston Chase. Sheldon Cottrell is miraculously not in the ODI team, but he makes the T20 squad. Dominic Drakes, again, not in the ODI team, but he makes the T20 squad. Shea Hope, look at that. Miraculous. Shea Hope makes the T20 squad. Akil Hussein and Brandon King. Listen, I don't know. You know what? I'm not even going to say that. We get through the rest of it. Brandon King makes the T20 squad from out of oblivion. He comes in. Kyle Mears, not in the ODI team.
That man if in ODI.
He makes the T20 squad. Moti again, Odin Smith and Romario Shepherd, I expected them to be there. O'Shane Thomas, I expected him to be there as well. And Hayden Walsh Jr. is also a part of the T20 team. Now, guys, the first thing you want to address, and then we're going to address what we want to address. How in the world a man who flopped in the 2020 for 2 years straight after his breakthrough season, he was not in the reckoning to go to the World Cup, what just happened, but him come and he make a squad for T20 going to play against Pakistan. And I'm talking about Brandon King. And this is why I say these selectors probably just pick names out of hats and then just say, listen, this is how it's going to work. No, I don't know what Brandon King has done to get a call up. So you're not gonna need to help me with this, brother. And explain to me how Brandon King made it into this team. The T20 squad, guys. This is the T20 squad. The great Brandon King has returned. So tell us, what changed between the World Cup which just happened, which he was nowhere in sight, to just come now and magically appear? So help me out with it.
All right, one, I think they don't have an opener because if you look at the team that has been selected again, Shea Hope will open. Who would you have if not Brandon King? If you really look at the construction of this team,
what mean they don't have an opener?
Who would they have to open?
Myers just open for Barbados. I think that's what they're going to do.
Man, Myers must stay away from the T20 team.
What?
Myers shouldn't be in the T20 team.
Listen how this works. So you're saying that they're going to use Hope and King for open.
Yep.
And I'm saying there's no way King must see this team and they must use Kyle Myers to open. That's what I say. He did it for Barbados just the other day in the CPL.
How much did he score in CPL?
I don't have him numbers with me right now, but I remember a couple innings watching him open and he did pretty well. So I would try him there. But King has been a flop and him should... Listen, for me, if you're going to carry King, might as well carry Rakatak. And carry Raheem Cornell who won't waste no deliveries and he might go score quickly or he might go get out quickly in a T20 cricket.
But King is basically the same.
No. Which King is which same? But anyway, all right. So Una explain to me why King made this team. Because they say opener, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're good with King being in the team. Everybody good.
I don't really see the issue.
For me, that's a massive issue. Steve, you're good with King in the team.
Well, for me, I would have carried Kennar Lewis and Levon. Demo, if you just give me 30 seconds. Demo, I'll continue to disagree with you. You see, although Chris Gayle's heart and his age might be different, so you have to set different fitness standards to him. It's acceptable. But the standard of cricket will not come down to Chris Gayle's age. So even if he meets our fitness standards, he still will fall below par in international cricket. And a lot of these gentlemen that have passed the fitness test, the standard has not changed. I'm going for persons who are performing, making runs, taking wickets. You're comparing us with other persons across the world. Well, we are barely better than Afghanistan, if better. We are not good. We don't have the luxury of sifting out people based on fitness. We are not very good.
All right. You know what? We're gonna have a show on the cricket show. We have a debate about the fitness.
So Kennar Lewis has to go. Brandon King has been average, right? I played against him in school. He's a talented guy, but the last couple years has been average. Kennar Lewis has to be the guy. Kyle Myers, like what? I was looking through the top scorers on T20 this CPL this year. I don't see his name. I have to be searching. Kyle Myers, his numbers don't stand up. Kennar Lewis has to be the man. You see him in the T10, 140 at opening stand with Moeen Ali. He's making runs. We're not good enough to be excluding people on fitness. We're not good.
A couple of first ball ducks, I don't leave that out too.
Yeah, but he's making runs.
Yeah, so Una argue the wrong name. Like Kennar Lewis, boss, the man feel fitness. We can't keep do this, brother. We can't keep calling people who cannot make the team.
Which opener you're going with then?
Yeah, but I work with the squad and the man them say them I use King because he's an opener. I'm saying I'm using Mears because I saw the potential of him being an opener and he did.
But he was ordinary.
No. He didn't open for all the games. I'm saying the games that he opened, he looked really good opening.
I don't think he did.
Zin, I remember him getting a 40 at opening off about 13 ball or something like that. The man no waste deliveries. He's a left-hander. He has all the shots in the book. He's very aggressive. He will complement Hope really well.
Yeah, we better take Raheem Cornwall. I agree with him.
Yeah, but another man who failed the fitness test is Emraj. I thought he would have been great in T20 squad as well, but guess what? He failed the fitness test. So you can't argue for them guys.
So this is what I asked before.
So that's my growth. So yeah, you go ahead. Right.
No, what do I ask Stephen based on, so put aside, because when I was thinking my opener was Lewis, but put aside so that okay, they fail the fitness test and we disagree with that.
No man, Lewis not failing and Lewis out for personal reason.
Right. So separated apart from fitness tests or for whatever reason they're not here. So based on who is there then, Stephen, who would you carry?
Based on what I'm seeing right now?
Yeah, based on who is there, because we said Lewis not there, and you know what's his name? Oh,
him know I use Myers and him know I use King. So more
Lewis out and the other guy are out. So I understand why they take King. You know what I mean? Even though I don't disagree with it either.
Based on the context of the squad,
yeah,
I have to go with King. I don't want Shy Hope scoring 20 or 30 balls. We can't have that. I think Devon Thomas should have made the squad over him.
Devon Thomas?
Raw deal. Yes. Devon Thomas will make runs to send kits. Him average higher than Brandon King average 18 averaging.
Yeah, everybody a guy than Brandon King. That's why I'm saying that's a big growth to me. Since the man breakout season, he's been a complete flop and did nothing to come back.
Based on who is there, you have to go with King.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. Based on who is there, definitely will be King and Hope. You know what I mean? Because there's nobody else to open the innings with. So,
and for me, Hope not for you, they didn't need that. No?
Right?
They just picked him because he's good at ODI.
Demon, stick up in the man. Remember, we qualified him on this show. And I remember I was saying that we need someone at the top of the innings that will play that Babar Azam like innings. So Hope is that one that is there. So I think Hope should be there.
No, but I say in terms of numbers wise, I don't think he merited his space in the team. I called for him to be in the squad, but I don't think he merits a place in the squad. You know what I mean? But yeah, Mother use him to open because he's good in ODI, excellent actually, and hopefully he can transition to T20. I mean, he wasn't all that great in the CPL, but you know what I mean. We'll see what happens. So what's your growth? What's your growth with the team?
Definitely.
Oh, Devin.
Is I think Meyer should have been in the one day. You know what I mean? I don't know if he probably can do well in the T20 setting, but like Darren Bravo, I don't know if it's you say it's a contractual issue why he's there. I'm not carrying Darren Bravo in a T20 squad.
Yeah, but Bravo was just in the reserve for the World Cup, boss.
Right, and then been in the reserve. He should have been in the reserve here. He should have been in the reserve here. So it's just that and then now with the inclusion of Thomas and Smith, right? I guess they're going for the pace. So the standard for me is to see Bravo back in the squad or Hope back in the squad. But I understand it's because the regular openers are not around. So I guess that's a reason for it.
All right, cool. Levon, tell me your grosses with this squad.
Too much bit part player. Although that is what Western is known for in T20.
Yeah.
Because if you really look at the batting lineup, you know, who in the batting lineup you can say is a genuine out-and-out batsman. I was Hope, Poor, and King to an extent, and
boss,
out of sorts.
I am telling you, all of Uno who ball for the old man, them leave and all of this, Uno better Hope, Uran, and Pollard come good. Uno better pray and hope.
Come on, Demon. You know, so Lewis are one of the missing from this team. Lewis and
no, I mean for this series, there's no Lewis here and there's no Hetmeyer here. I talk for this series.
The man can go sleep now, man.
All right, boss.
Move on. But otherwise from that, I think it's a decent squad. I'm happy for Budakesh Moti.
Exactly.
He's been doing well. Now is the time for him to get the shine, man. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah, and I mean that's for me the greatest part of this squad to see him both teams actually, because he's in the ODI squad as well. So I'm very happy for him. Obed Mackay injured. So I guess, you know, Sheldon Cottrell is there as his cover. I mean, I don't know if he'd make the team otherwise, but he's there for that. So, I don't know if you guys are optimistic going to Pakistan. So, 3 ODIs, 3 T20s. I don't know if you want to call the scores now or we can wait till further down. But for me,
I can't wait until further down, but I'm optimistic about it. You know why?
yeah.
I think Pakistan have left out quite a few players that were in the recent World Cup squad, like Shoaib Malik and all those guys. They are out of the side for this series. So West Indies actually stand a chance of getting a result there.
Yeah, well, for me, it's a very inexperienced team. A lot of guys call for these guys to get a chance. I mean, a lot of them merit their chances. Some of them get picked out of a hat. Michael King, he should be nowhere near this team. And you have some players who probably can get some honorable mention since name since Moti came on the scene. We not really hear about Kyrie Pierre making the team anymore. We not see Naeem Young. We not see no Sinclair, Keemo Paul, Ashmead Ned. Some of those guys, we not really see them in the at the forefront anymore. So hoping that these guys can, get a call up if anything. So again, I don't know if you guys have anything to close with. I'm giving you 1 minute, and I'm gonna start with Devin. Take him 1 minute, and then we'll look for wrap up the show.
All right, so just looking at, I think the tour, Pakistan tour is 3 T20, 3 ODI. I see we may be competitive in the T20. T20, the nature of the game and how short it is, anything can play. Anything can play. For the longer version, I think we're gonna get a 3-0 for the longer version. It's still required for the longer version for us to bat long. I don't think we have that to bat long, pick the gaps, rotate the strike. I don't think we have those kind of players. We have the players whereby they can go off and get some runs. We can get out a team out for T20 because the game is fast paced, so we can get a positive result. We can even surprise them and win. And just to close off what I was saying about Joseph earlier, it's not that I'm saying Joseph doesn't deserve to be in the squad or he's a bad bowler. It's just that, you got to stick to where you say, all right, am I going to be an out-and-out pace bowler or am I going to be a back of the length? Am I going to be, what kind? He just got to figure in his mind what is his role, even if he's in the test squad or in the ODI, what is his role as a bowler? And just do that. I'm not saying that about, and he deserves to be in here. I'm not saying that he's a bad bowler.
Devin, what I'm getting from is that you're saying that he should decide whether he's that attacking minded bowler or is a defensive sort of bowler.
Defense, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, that's clear. So yeah, Samir reminded me that I didn't talk about. So for me, I think the criticisms we have of him, I guess a constructive criticism. We can say that for the test match. I think in test matches he has lost a step, and I'm not sure him really want to do in a test matches. But for probably about 2 years, I think he has done real well in the white ball cricket, especially when them trust him enough to give him the ball for open and lead the attack. I think that he has done really well. And just the last CPL, I thought he bowled really well in the CPL as well. And for me, he should have been in the T20 squad and the ODI squad. I think they need to try him now, especially when you're looking at the squad now, who we are going to use on bowl. I think Azhar should have been in the T20 squad as well. So that for me, just my personal, I thought he bowled well in the CPL as well. So I want him in both. So yeah, Levon, go ahead and give your last minute.
All right, in terms of the T20 squad, I like O'Shane Thomas. I like him because of his raw pace, but that man must stay away from West Indies cricket for the longest time. I don't want to see him in the team because I've been watching him in T10, and even in T10, this man is slaughtered, beaten all over the park. And we thought that he was actually learning the other day when he went to the Barbados team, but boy, the man has reverted to his short bowling again. And as Steven said earlier, batsman not afraid of that anymore. He bowled a lot of short deliveries the other night, and he was carted all around the park for around 50 runs off 2 overs. So he was going at 25 per over. My disappointment, and I just see Akil mention it, and this is someone that I personally speak to Dima about him first up. Dima never knew much about him initially until Dima started watching him. But it's a Niall Smith. Niall Smith could have made that ODI team. He is a genuine bowler, and he could have made it over one of these big part players. But otherwise than that, it would be a pleasure to see United, to see West Indies actually. It It would be a pleasure to see West Indies actually get that double tonight because they need this win. They need a bounce, man. So it would be a pleasure to see them get the win. But boy, they're probably reaching. That's it.
Well said. But you see people like Uno reason so selective, you know. Oshie and Thomas go for 50, but you know mention him take a hat-trick.
No, man, no, man, but that's the difference, Nadia. The thing is that he took the hat-trick, yeah, but otherwise from the hat-trick, he has been carted all over.
No, man, is bad, good, bad, good. That's the last the match 4 games with Oshie and Thomas, and he got wickets in 2 and carted in 2, including a hat-trick in 1. But yeah, it's fine. You don't want him in the team, so I understand why you're selective in a way you pick out. Steve, go ahead with your last minute.
I just want to say I'm very pessimistic, opposite of optimistic. I don't think we're gonna get anything from the ODI series. I'm just looking to see the youngsters execute their skills and cheer them on. But in terms of the T20, there's no Hassan Ali, there's no Shoaib Malik, but we still have a pretty tough squad to beat. I don't know where Sunil Narayan is and what's going on with him, but I hope to see him soon. Hayden Walsh Jr. has to go and come again. I guess he made this team based on what he did with Australia down here, which is fine. And Australia eventually became world champions, so his credit is gone even higher, right? Be it that it was a slightly depleted score without Warner and Smith. But I wish the guys all the best. But I think we're going to get slaughtered in the ODI format. We're going to get slaughtered.
Wow, ultimate pessimist. Yeah, but you mentioned Narayan. He won't see Narayan in West Indies colours anytime soon. That man doesn't want to get called for his action because he'll be banned from playing T20. So that's just how it is. All right, so guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight to dissect cricket. It ran longer than I thought it would. But the squad needed to be dissected, especially the ODI one. I mean, picking names out of heart and selecting. So thanks to Levon, thanks to Devin, and thanks to Stephen for joining me tonight. It's always great to see young men liking cricket again in this generation. I love to see it. So big up on yourself. Thanks to everybody in the comment section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And, have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about that Manchester United win. I'm sure Levon is happy because I remember I made the mistake earlier. So big up on yourself. Peace out, people.